My name is Aaron Smith-Levin, and I was a Scientologist for about 29 years.
My name is Claire Headley, and I was a Scientologist for 30 years.
My name is Marc Headley, and I was a Scientologist for 25 years.
My name is Mike Rinder. I was a Scientologist for 46 years.
What's the Church of Scientology so afraid of?
This is SPTV.
SPTV is what Scientology's so afraid of.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys.
We're doing a number of things for the first time on tonight's stream. Marc's filming from a totally different location for the first time, and we're doing a simul stream for the first time. That's what I call it, simul stream. I think I just made up a word. So yeah, you are watching. We are streaming the exact same thing to all three of our channels at the same time, just really as an experiment to see how it works. If you comment on Mike's channel, and all the comments funnel into one master comment section that we can all see. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Happy birthday to Mike, by the way.
Yes, happy birthday, Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike.
And I am wearing a gift that Amy gave me.
Amy Scobie.
Amy Scobie.
Blah, blah,
Nice.
blah. Nice.
Now, Mike, it does sound like your microphone defaulted back to your computer.
Oh my God, Aaron.
Okay, that's what we're here for.
That's, yeah. We are your microphone monitors.
We are all in this together.
I figured it out. Whenever he clicks off of that browser window, it goes to a different thing.
It does. And I don't know why it happens to him and not me. Like, that does not happen to me.
And now my microphone isn't even showing up on here.
It will. Just give it a second. Once the BTs get it all sorted out.
I was going to say he's got computer BTs. That's what it is. It's not your problem, Mike. It's your BTs problems that you need to sort out.
I'm going to call it and say this one's a cluster.
Yeah, he might have a cluster, a BT cluster in his USB port.
Well,
I will blame this shirt because this shirt is called Whole Track Suppression Blue. And it throws BTs into full restim.
Oh, boy.
This is PTS plaid I'm wearing right here.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, it's funny, though, Aaron, as I was talking to Matt Pesh today, Amy Scobie's husband.
Yeah.
And he's been watching these videos, and he watched a bunch of the videos that Amy did with Mike last week. And he pointed out something very smart, which is Scientology doesn't even have one of us that can do a video, like somebody like us that they could put out to talk about Scientology. So they are at a great disadvantage to do anything against these videos because they don't have anybody who could say anything at all anyway.
It's funny. I mean, there were some people like Charlie Wakely or Charlie Wackley, however you say his name, out in London. He was, and I always wondered if he had approval to do the kind of social media stuff that he was doing. He was good at it. He's good in front of a camera. He's a likable guy. He's totally disappeared from the interwebs.
Well, that tells you the answer, Aaron.
That he
didn't have approval.
Yeah.
You know who they have right now? They have that Katie Broad that was on Andrew's channel.
And she definitely did not have approval.
And they've got, what's his name? Your buddy down in Clearwater.
Tampa Brad.
Tampa Brad. They got Tampa Brad and they got that Katie Broad. That's all they got right now.
They whipped out the duct tape on those people real quick. Shut it down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to get an update on Tampa Brad, Aaron. You're really falling down on the job over there.
I know.
We've not heard anything about Tampa Brad in a long time. Oh, and there's also, Tampa Brad is an influencer. He's a trendsetter. He's got Clearwater Chad, Jerry, Sarasota Jerry, and now there's another guy I just saw on here, Phaeton Thad, is also in here.
Oh my goodness.
Tampa Brad started it all.
Yeah. It's fun to do reaction videos to Brad's videos, but they don't do very well.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not I mean it's fun, but it's not really productive.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Is the microphone okay now, gents?
It's amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
So,
Yeah.
Claire, would you like to be the one who stars all the super chats?
Yes, I'm
Well,
doing
I've
that right
started
now.
a couple while I'm sitting
Oh.
here. So
Okay.
Well, stop it, Mike.
Yeah. I
hands
I
off.
got it.
my hands.
Don't bypass me,
Hands
Mike.
off, birthday
That's
boy.
my job.
Are you going to write a job endangerment shit on me, Claire?
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
great idea.
You know, Aaron, we've got to do a video that just lists that we just do the reports. We just get all the names of the reports and we just sit here and we just go, okay, first report. And then you go, has anybody even seen, like, because there's a lot of them, like an idle report, or you just mentioned a job endangerment report, obviously knowledge reports, but there's a ton of reports on there that just don't get their fair share of the booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, just they don't get any action, those other reports.
It's true. Do you know the last time I did a reaction video to one of Scientology's hate videos?
Yeah.
It was a video from Karina Garone. You guys might have known her father, Amir Garone. I don't know. He was a big reg.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I pulled up in my whole database of reports that I have. I played her video, and then I pulled up all the reports I had written on Karina while I was in the Sea Org and read
Yeah.
the reports.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Is that the girl that was chasing somebody around and went into your office or something?
No, that was Andrea Lewis Butterworth.
Okay.
Who, by the way, I found out Andrea Lewis Butterworth and Jamie Butterworth actually getting a divorce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they're not in the Sea Org anymore, though, are they?
No, they've got a couple kids as
Okay.
well. All right. Oh, actually, we wanted to issue our first ever correction or
Oh,
retraction.
yes, we did.
Go for it, Mike. What did you want
Yes,
to retract?
I brought up. I think it was me that brought it up in the last Monday's thing when we were talking about Hubbard and the Apollo, and I said that he had an affair with Yvonne Jench or Yvonne Gillum, and Janice, one of Yvonne's daughters.
We lost
What
you.
just happened?
Mike,
you
you're
muted
muted.
yourself.
Lost you.
It's those damn BTs. I'm telling you.
Touch this
Jeez.
computer. You can't touch anything.
I'm being attacked by OT3.
Well, and now it went back to your bad mic.
Okay, while he fixes that, Aaron, I have another problem, not to be throwing them left, right, and center. I can't star comments.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying, and it doesn't have that feature on me.
It might have been because of the link. I sent her an invite link.
Oh, but is she logged into StreamYard as you or as her?
Good question. I don't know.
I mean, do you have your own StreamYard login?
No.
Nope.
So instead of using the link, the invite link, she should just log in as you, go to Team Aaron, and join as an admin on the back end.
Okay,
Okay.
then I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, I'm
You got to let.
Sorry,
oh,
folks. We're breaking
Yeah.
we're breaking boundaries here, folks. We're doing something that's never been done before. Even StreamYard, they just came out with this this feature, and we're beating it up right now to see how it works. So
Yeah.
you got to bear
Okay,
with
so
us.
Mark, I'll tell you what. Do you want to finish the retraction, or did Mike finish issuing the retraction?
No, he didn't even. He just said what the subject was, but
Then go ahead.
I'll let him finish. He brought it up. Also, he was the only one that was even around at that time, so I know I didn't bring it up because I don't even know. This is some fuddy-duddy stuff. This is old-timer stuff. This is stuff that happened 20, 30 years before I showed up.
All right, Sea Dog is back.
Hey.
There we go.
well. I still don't. My microphone still will not connect.
That's okay.
And Aaron, not to backflash or anything, but I tried that and I didn't see Team Aaron on the link. I only see Mike and BFG.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's okay. I can star comments. I just didn't
Okay.
want us all to be in there having to do it at the same
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
I can.
So then
also
I'll
do
tell
it.
you what.
I
Then-
can also do it too, Aaron.
Okay, then you do it because
I'll do
I'm all right. All right. So I'm going to finish issuing Mike's retraction. How about that?
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, can you hear me actually?
Yeah, we can
talking?
hear you fine. Just let
No,
him
we,
talk.
we
Just
can
that,
hear
Mike.
you. It just has the tinniness. So just keep
Yeah.
checking your microphone, and if it pops up, it pops up. We're good.
I will keep checking it. But in any event, so Janice called me and said, "Oh my God, that it wasn't that he had an affair with her. He was hitting on my mom. And when she refused to go along with it, he put her off the ship. And then when she asked for her daughters and son to be sent to LA where she had been sent, no, refused. So I just wanted to make that clear, and I am sorry to have in any way created the false impression that Yvonne was complicit in this. I never actually wanted to imply that she wasn't complicit because I didn't think she was, but I thought that it had gone further than just the attempt and her rejection. So anyway, there you go. That's the real story, and it's in Janice's book, as well as some other places, I guess. But it's definitely covered in Janice's book, or one of Janice's 2 books.
Cool. All right, so let's start rocking and rolling here. We got a super sticker there. We got Apollina Paradise. If I lived in Clearwater, I would park a lawn chair on the sidewalk in front of the PI's car on Aaron Street and stare at him through binoculars all day long. Seriously, just for fun. I'm retired. I'll tell you what, the next time the PI show up, they're in for a very interesting surprise that I'm not going to tell anybody about just yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't let on.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's going to be awesome. I can't
All
wait.
Right. Dora Explorer, hi from beautiful British Columbia. The SPTV peeps are on fire with all the new additions to the channel. Soon, fingers crossed, it will be game over for the teeny weeny Boss Baby. I just love the fact that Boss Baby is like how Miscavige is known now. It's amazing.
Yes, it is. It's good.
Guys, Nora Ames is going to be relaunching her channel with a new title and all new content. So everyone, I suggest you jump over and subscribe to Oh No Nora is the name of her channel now.
Nice.
Gonna have some awesome stuff there. Lydia von Stretchclaw, happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Jerome PG with the birthday sticker. Happy birthday, Mike. Irene Hoffman, AA Run, who won the Mike bobblehead contest? Happy birthday, Mike. Love the t-shirt. It's been a couple weeks since I did the last bobblehead contest on my channel, and there was 2 winners. They both got their bobbleheads. I'm going to forget the screen names of them though. So, but actually, if you pull up that video, the top comments are who the won, and I jumped in there, told them they won, and all that good stuff. Okay, Stephanie Stewart, happy cumpleaños, Mike. Okay,
Thank
Joel, Aaron was zooming, dog. You should catch more PIs. I used to be a runner, like that was my thing, long distance running. The fastest mile I've ever run was 4 minutes. No, that's not right. 4:59 was actually the fastest mile I've run. It was 5 minutes, 1 second, a 5-minute mile.
Wow, good for you. That's impressive.
Yeah, and an 18:09 5K, which is pretty good for a non-competitive. That was just running for fun on the Dianetics running team, no less. How about that?
Oh, there you go. That's what did it, though.
Yeah. It's all those
Lighten you
engrams.
up.
It's all those engrams firing off going down the track there.
Yep. Oh, and hey, on the subject of bobbleheads, just for a second, Mr. Brian Wood was so kind as to donate 3 bobbleheads for tonight's live. So I'm nominating each of you 3 amigos to pick somebody to receive those, and then they can shoot me an email.
I have a proposal on how we can do that to incentivize proper YouTube algorithm behavior.
Okay.
We say something like, in 15 minutes, we are going to select. So like, we'll do a thing like, okay, right now we are going to randomly select someone from the comment thread to pick it. So like everyone would jump in and comment right there. Like everyone, when we announce it, the people who are still there and are in the comment section commenting on the live chat, we're going to select someone from the live chat, right? So people are incentivized to stick around, and then they're incentivized to comment as well at the time.
Sweet. I love it. Approved.
Sounds
So
good.
let's set a timer. Let's say in 10 minutes we will give away.
Let's say in an hour.
We'll do it in 10 minutes, and then we'll do it in an hour from then, or whatever.
Yeah, because we have 3.
perfect.
We have 3 to give away.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's 3 of them. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, spread it out.
So let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. We'll do one at 30 minutes. We'll do one at 1 hour, and we'll do one at 1:30.
There we go. I like it.
Perfect.
There you go.
All
You
right.
pick one.
Sounds
You
good.
pick the first one, Aaron, and then Mike will pick the second one. I'll pick the one at $1.30.
And
Okay,
then at the very end, another viewer donated a signed BFG paperback book. So I'll pick that winner at the end.
Awesome.
Nice.
We're all
There you
good.
go.
Oh, we all get one.
There you go.
Perfect.
It's a
Happy
party
birthday,
now,
guys.
folks.
We're all,
Oh, Blazin 666. Happy Monday, all. Any idea how David Miscavige treats his subordinates nowadays? Has he mellowed in his old age?
No, I doubt that he has mellowed, though I think he's probably more careful. And honestly, the physical abuse has always been more titillating and dramatic. The emotional abuse is more damaging. The physical abuse, he never really permanently injured anybody or damaged them physically, but he has done a lot of horrendous things to people to turn them into jellyfish. I mean, the executives that were the former leaders of Scientology are 201 these days spineless jellyfish. They have been beaten into submission mentally so heavily that I'm not sure that they will ever recover.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. I guarantee you that 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Jeff Hawkins.
Oh, Jeff Hawkins.
Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
We got to get maybe Jeff can serve as an alternate hitter when one of us can't make it. In addition to Amy, well, Amy's always on deck, but anyway,
Amy was so good too. She was really good
fantastic
on Mike's videos and
yeah. Welcome, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Okay, John's. I will never. What's the right way to say this last name?
Sostowski.
Oh, that's it. Sostowski. That's easy. I don't think it's fair to say DM is like Hitler. Hitler was a much better public speaker.
Oh, good one.
Oh my goodness.
I can't wait to see the next speech
Hitler,
that he has to give.
Hitler could at least paint postcards as well. So Dave's not a painter at all.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to unstar some of the ones that I already did. Here we go. I just finished Marc's book. I'm so amazed how strong Claire was when she escaped.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Thank you. Sometimes you find strength in you didn't know you had.
Absolutely. I liked all three channels. Love that you are all doing this on all channels. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
It's an experiment. If you guys give all the super chats to Mike and Aaron, though, we're not going to do this anymore. So just a heads up.
Well,
I'm very judgmental. When
Mark,
it comes to...
I'm actually looking at the viewer split, and it's exactly what you would expect proportionately.
Nice.
Right now, there's 1,000 on mine, 800 on yours, 500 on Mike's.
Wow!
Oh, come on, guys. Let's get your shit together.
You know what? Well, I was looking in the comments before this started, and some people are watching on all three at the same time.
I know. I saw
that. That's awesome. We appreciate that.
And Aaron, you better read faster because
our test here.
I've literally starred 40 super chats already. They're coming in hot and fast here.
Those are rookie numbers, bro. That's not a problem at all. Okay, so here we go.
Listen to this. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here, folks. The super chat throwawayer over here has spoken.
Could someone could someone like Valerie Haney submit a court order for therapeutic support at arbitration? How would Scientology react to a therapist being ordered to attend arbitration?
They would say that it's not allowed because it's not covered in the policy on a committee of evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
They've already said that she can't have a lawyer, and the court agrees because they say it's not in the committee of evidence PL. You can't have a lawyer representing you in a committee of evidence PL, in a committee of evidence.
It is the most insane thing that has ever happened in the legal system, in my view.
Yeah, completely.
It's literally like sending the abused to go back to their abusers to get more abuse. There's no other way to put it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm gonna do a new YouTube video and post about that recent order from Judge Barber and break it down and a bit of an analysis of it, because honestly, the real problem is what they do, these constructionist judges, that's what they call them, strict constructionists. They base their rulings on precedent law. Whatever it said before, they feel like they have to follow. And the problem is someone starts the slippery slope by saying the precedent is X for arbitrations. But there is no such thing as an arbitration in Scientology.
Yeah.
And Scientology cases are not like any others. So to take an order from an earlier court that decided in favor of arbitration and use that to apply to Scientology cases where all they do is use the word and there is no arbitration has headed this down this insane slope to the Garcias, who actually did sign the enrollment agreements to enroll on courses. That's what those agreements are about, or auditing, to now the Baxters and Valeska, who didn't ever sign those things to get onto or pay for a course or auditing. There was no exchange quid pro quo for a service that contract was based on. And now the judge is saying, well, that's what got ruled in the Garcia case, so my hands are tied.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's insane. And you'd think with the extensive litigious history Scientology has, that it could be easily viewable that this is just their latest strategy.
Yeah, well, even at the end of that order, he basically says, yeah, well, people probably will find this outrageous, but, this is what I got to do because I got to follow the law.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a cop out.
Barbara Bell asks, can anyone relate what was the most outrageous past life someone has related? Keeping confidences of the person, of course.
Mark always
Jesus
defaults
Christ.
to the Abraham Lincoln story.
Yeah.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
guy.
I mean, the thing is, Barbara, you
Yes.
could literally yourself think of what would be the craziest answer to this question.
And that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes. There's probably no significant person in history that hasn't been.
Well, you know what's
named.
really funny? I was listening to a podcast. Tom Segura has a podcast with his wife, and they mentioned, I think Christina, his wife, mentioned whenever somebody is into past lives, or when there's a group of people that are into past lives, they only ever remember famous people that they were in past lifetimes. They're not like, I was Billy Bob.
I was the grave digger in Shoreditch.
Yeah, I was. My name was Billy Bob, and I worked at a coffee shack in the middle of Kenai Peninsula. It's not. No, it's always Abraham Lincoln or Jesus or. Yeah.
True.
All right, Calico 26 were birthdays celebrated in the Sea Org. I know Dave's was important. Was Shelley's or a run-of-the-mill Sea Org member?
Shelley's was.
Shelley's was. It depends how high up you were. Like the commanding officer of Gold, or when I was the commanding officer of OSA, within OSA, that was a big deal. Why is my screen flickering for you guys too?
No.
No? It's all good? Okay. But generally birthdays are like, if there was a celebration, it would happen at 11:30 at night before everybody had to run to get on the bus.
I was just gonna say, it was like, hey, it's 10:45. We're about to go to the bus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Good job, Mark. Good. You made it another year.
What about this one? It was my birthday 2 days before you blew, Mark.
Yes.
And you
happy
radioed
birthday.
me at 2:00 in the morning and said, hey, can you sneak away to go to Denny's? I'm like, I'm really sorry. I can't. I got to work through the night. I couldn't even get away to Denny's for an hour at 2:00 in the morning. Not even that time was my own.
Yeah. And we actually, Claire and I did celebrate. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was our 10-year anniversary. We celebrated by we did go to Denny's in Hemet.
Oh, wow.
And we went at like 1:00 in the morning. Yes. We went to Denny's because she had to get off work and I had to get off work. And did we go on the motorcycle or did we go in a car?
No, I think we went on your motorcycle.
I think we snuck off on my motorcycle. We went to Denny's and then we went back. And that was our 10-year anniversary. We got to live it up with the.
That was a step up from Jack in the Box, huh?
Dude, and
yeah,
you know what?
it was. It really
I'll tell
was.
You,
sit down meal.
Yeah, Denny's might not be the best, but they've got a soup and sandwich deal that's just really very Sea Org pay friendly. You know what I'm saying?
It was within the budget.
Yeah, you could get out of there for under $20 on a good 10-year anniversary dinner, with the tip. Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. Cockatogie Road. Not that you would, but if you were given the assignment of turning Scientology around and making palatable to the public again, how would you do it? A quick thought on this one. One of the things that really dawned on me, became crystal clear when I was doing my interview with Shirley Sansola, former Mormon, Scientology's crazy beliefs have nothing to do with why they are so unsuccessful as an organization.
That's true.
Nothing to do with it. So people say, "Oh, the internet destroyed Scientology." I'm not quite sure the internet deserves the responsibility.
Well, I mean, the internet exposing the abuses of Scientology.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the abuses, not the beliefs, that have come to kill Scientology. That when you talk about the Mormons, I mean, they're really out there. When you get into the real Kolob, Planet Kolob, and the 400,000 or 411,000 people that are going to be saved, and it's really crazy stuff. But what would change Scientology is A, stop disconnection, B, stop doing smear sites and sending PIs around, and C, stop taking money from people, and then when they're unhappy or not getting what they want, refusing to give it back. I mean, those three things in my mind are the three biggest things that would change Scientology. Never going to happen, but that's what would change it.
Absolutely.
But you are true, and that is true. And that's also why a lot of times when I tell people, if they want to talk to their relatives or they want to talk to somebody in Scientology and talk to them, just letting them know that you're there for them if they need it. If you go into try to attack anything about the belief system, they just short circuit right away. So, and then we don't really talk about that much on here. We do have fun with Xenu and all that just because he's my homeboy. But other than that, it is what it is.
I heard you mention something like that in response to a Q&A that you and Claire were doing, and I just couldn't agree with it more, and I want to reiterate. I don't suggest that any non-Scientologists who have family in the Sea Org try to get them to change their mind about the Sea Org. I really suggest you just say, you are always welcome here no matter what. If you ever need a place to stay, don't talk shit about Scientology, because then they're less likely to stay in touch with you.
Yeah, and they're also when they first leave, sometimes they still believe in the Scientology stuff, but they just need a place to land. So if you're cool with them and you just say you're always here and you don't talk any smack about that, then the chances are they'll come stay with you, and then they'll figure out what they need to figure out on their own without you having to push them that part.
Yeah, totally. They'll figure it out on their own so long as they have the freedom and space to do so.
Yeah. And also, if they're not in the bubble, it's a lot harder to decompress if you're still in the bubble.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, next one is from Yitzi. Happy birthday, Mike. It's great to see 4 true heroes that are making a real difference. When will Psycho Miscavige actually be held accountable? He should be in jail for abusive crimes. It's painful to watch him held unaccountable so many years later.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah,
couldn't agree with you more. But also, thank you so much for your generosity, and thank you. I'm trying to scan through all these comments. I'm reading as many as I can. I appreciate all the wonderful birthday wishes. It's very gratifying to know that there are so many people out there who support us. Like not just my birthday wishes, but just in general. The support is incredible. It is incredibly appreciated, and it's a little overwhelming, frankly.
Awesome.
Well, that's sweet. So, guys, I think if we break our record for SPTV is probably somewhere around just north of 3,000. We're at like almost 2,600 live right now. So I'd say if we broke 3,100, it would probably be a record.
Wow.
So,
yay, let's do it. I love breaking
records. We're also
records.
going to have to break some records on reading comments, because we're now up to 91.
We'll stop answering for 3 minutes.
Okay, well, but let's just stay on track here. It's 5:30, so it's our first bobblehead giveaway moment.
That's you, Aaron.
Okay. So, guys, you got to jump in the live chat right now. We're going to select a random live chatter from the current live chats. We're not going to go back to 20 minutes ago. Right now. So, blow that chat up, you guys. Let's see it. And I'm going to in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm gonna take him out of the stream right when he gets to the 0. Just gonna be, there goes Aaron.
Okay, Margaret Lavecchio. Margaret Lavecchio's getting a bobblehead.
Yay! Awesome.
You get a bobblehead. You get a bobblehead. You get a bobblehead.
Margaret,
thank you, Oprah.
Shoot us an email with your address, and it's coming your way.
So, who should she email and where?
She should email me, Claire@blownforgood.com.
Okay.
CLAIRE. There you go.
There you go.
Hey, this is great.
Yeah.
Wow,
fun,
it did go crazy.
It did. It did. It went up 100 chats in that one little spot there.
Nice.
This is a great question here. This is a great question. Brett Grace, what signs do you look for when making a new friend to ensure they're not one of those PI Scientology uses to infiltrate ex-Scientologist friend groups? I don't make new friends. That's the answer.
Oh, I have a great answer to that.
I have one too. Go ahead, Claire.
So my perspective, and granted, this is more oriented to ex-Scientologists. If I cannot understand why they are taking the risks they're taking and talking to me, like if they still have family in and it makes no sense, then I'll be honest. It's not that I cut them off. I just put them at arm's length as to whether or not I can trust them, and I just take it easy. That's my answer for ex-Scientologists. For other people, I just am a little more, let them in slowly, one step at a time. That's me.
I think that we've all got pretty good radars at this point of who, of the non-ex-Scientologists, who is genuine and who isn't, And I look around, like I tend to make friends with people in my neighborhood, actually, because we live in this great neighborhood. And these people were here before I got here. So I know that they're pretty much safe. They didn't go around and co-opt people. If there's new people that suddenly move in, they're a little more suspicious. As for ex-Scientologists, the first question before I tell anybody anything, I ask them if they're willing to go to law enforcement.
Yes.
Whether they go or not is a different question, but that's the first question. Are you willing, if you're going to tell me about your abuses and the abuses that you suffered and the things that you witnessed, are you willing to talk to a law enforcement officer and tell them?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. That I had a similar smell test, which was whenever somebody would contact me, I would put them in touch with somebody to do a video or maybe somebody to do a story about it. If they're, I want to get this out to everybody. I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of people that you can talk to. I will get you in touch with those people. And then if they don't ever contact it, I go, okay, well, there you go. That's that wasn't guess you didn't really want to get out the message that much.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, next one from Laura Font. Mike, what happened to your friend, the investor that gave you a job that Scientology messed up his getting an ice maker made?
It's funny. He just resurfaced recently. He had been off living in North Carolina and Virginia doing various things. And he just came back because he has a new invention, but I'm not going to explain what that's about. The ice maker invention basically got killed by Scientology, and probably not resurrectable, although there's always the chance, but he has something else that he is doing now. So it was nice to see him back. He is as loyal to the cause of taking down Scientology. It did not intimidate him to remain silent or not speak up. So he is actually helping in some very significant ways with some other things that are ongoing that I can't talk about right now.
Very cool. Very cool. Danny Crook says, "Kiss me, Kevin, Ybor City Igor, St. Pete. We need full coverage of the state with these accounts. Love not having hot streams in a rush, as just going to each as it's convenient."
Yeah, that's great. That is a nice aspect of this for sure, Aaron.
Well, I think so many people were doing what we were doing to try to collab. StreamYard was like, this is ridiculous. We need to just make it so they can just do it all at the same time.
Totally. Yeah. Monkey House says, "Hi, gang. Love the content and work and continued effort. Kudos and much love from the UK. I know one of the Zimitor family wants to leave. I love the Zimitor family.
Yes.
We had some Zimitors at the Ant Base.
Yep. So my favorite Zimitor, the only one that I know, is Dan Zimitor. He was on mission at special. You guys know Dan's the only one I know. How many other Zimitors do you guys know?
I know a bunch. I know Sarah Zimitor, Brendan Zimitor, Dan Zimitor, Jason.
And what's the parents' name? Because I know the originals. Leslie and
who keeps throwing these things? Oh, that's me. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
So
Aaron,
doth speak loudly in accusation.
Aaron, Dan Zimitor was my supervisor when I was 13 at St. Hill.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
and Dan Zimitor was my junior at the Ant Base.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the script writing department. He never wrote one single script, as far as I know, in all the years that he was on post as a script writer. But that might not have totally been his fault, because David Miscavige never approved any.
That is funny. Okay, Fee in the Shed. If there's an emergency at either of your houses, like a burst pipe, do you call a family muster?
No.
What would we do? What would that
plumber.
Be? Yeah, we call the plumber.
Mark sometimes calls all hands to unload his car.
I do.
That's
true.
We have seen that many times.
I was telling somebody this the other day, because they were like, I've seen you drive home, and when your garage door opens, your whole family's there waiting. And I said, yeah, what happens is when I'm on the way, I say, unload 7:10 p.m. And then I usually am going to get there at like 7:12. So when I pull up and the garage door opens, all the boys are sitting there ready to unload that truck.
That must be a thing with boys, because I send out the word when I'm headed back from Costco. I send out the word, and I'm in and out of the house 3 times before anybody shows up to help.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even. No, I just leave the doors open. I just walk away from the truck. I don't even. I'm just like, I'm out. I did all the shopping. You get it out of the truck.
Guys want to eat? You're going to bring the food in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I always tell them, oh, I got you guys all kinds of goodies.
Yeah,
so they want to get those bags inside and open them up and see what's. And usually there's like 1 or 2 dumb things in there that they're like,
definitely
that's not
a boy
goodies.
thing. It's definitely a boy thing. All right, Steve Britton says, I think computer issues should be called TTs for technothatin.
Nice.
Good idea.
So good. Write that down, Claire. That's a SP.
Yeah.
That's
or
a SP shop.
for computer thetans.
Petrazi 20. Loving the blue shirt, Aaron. Happy birthday, Mike. Claire, you're lovely as ever. And Mark, your voice is sexy tonight.
Yeah, I've got a new microphone I'm working with here, folks.
SPTV.
Thank you for being here.
Hey,
everybody.
I wrote a comment. I bet our programming is much better than the all new season of Scientology TV that launched today. I got to go check that out and see what it is.
Yeah.
Aaron's thinking about the 100 videos he's going to do now that they have a whole new season.
Okay, Aaron finally saw your Lex Friedman episode, was reminded that despite the shoops and Xenu crafts that took on my fancy, there is death and disconnection. Can never forget. Use these Canadian dollars for some beer friend therapy on me. Well, thank you so much.
Nice.
Thank you very, very much.
That was a great interview, Aaron. You did do really good on that one.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Thank you. Lathanda Graukling. Happy birthday, Mike. Kelly Copter just announced a new video series on her channel about ex-Scientology members. Any one of you will be in it. Love you all. Yeah, well, I've told Kelly that I would participate in the thing that she's doing.
I said I would too.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I heard from her. Maybe I did.
Have you ever been in touch with her? She might not know how to reach you. Have you ever been in touch with her at all?
I vaguely recall her doing a comment or sending me a message on Facebook or maybe on my blog or somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll look.
Cool. Okay, God is God. Picasso is Picasso. Aaron, regarding the Scientology PIs, I think taking a page from the Eddie Murphy playbook is in order. Banana up the tailpipe. Ooh.
Whoa. Hey, take it easy there, big boy.
Yeah, this is Scientology After Dark, though, so maybe it's okay.
Hey there.
Okay, let's see. What's this one? Denver Steve-O. I left you all a present on my channel in honor of Aaron's recent adventures. Happy birthday, Mike. Mark, why are you sitting in the bowels of hell? Claire.
Well, that's what happens when you're a suppressive. Sometimes you have to take a time out, and this is where mine ended up.
I was gonna mix it up and go down and sit in Mark's cave.
I know.
And broadcast
that's what I
from
thought.
there.
I was like, why aren't you using the studio?
It would
Because
have
she
been
knows
funny.
that.
Yeah.
That's her comfort zone.
Yeah, that's right. I'm happy right here.
All right. When did the Sea Org start banning anyone who had taken LSD and why?
I think it was in 1975 or 6 or something.
Yeah,
When
maybe
Hubbard
even.
started developing the sweat out program, which was what was the prior name for the Purif. He decided that he'd made this great breakthrough that LSD was the cause of all mankind's ills. And he put people in rubber suits and made them go running around so that they would sweat it out. That was the original Purif.
Yeah. Though just for context wise, maybe it was different in different places, but my mom joined the Sea Org in 1979 and she had taken LSD. So she was grandfathered in, and at least in the UK, the qualification that you could not join the Sea organization if you'd taken LSD came after 1979.
Oh, okay. Well,
For what
maybe it
it's
wasn't formalized until then. I don't
Yes.
remember when the Purif came out. Do you, Aaron?
Before I was born, for
Yeah,
sure.
It was in the late
So
70s.
you like
I don't know.
like think back
Oh,
with your past life recall, dude.
What's going on, Aaron?
Yeah,
All
come
those
on
solo
now.
2D
Yeah.
assists blew away your past life recall.
Claire, it may have been 79 or 80. Like
Yeah.
I remember people when we were at the Flag Land Base, and I thought that was before 1979, doing the sweat program in their rubber suits running around in Florida in these. And they would come back and they would open the elastic on the bottom and literally sweat would pour out the bottom of these things. It was like gross.
Well,
Yeah.
there was a story at the base, Mike, about two guys that were running around. They would run to Hemet and back in wetsuits. And it was I want to say that it was Gary Weesey and like Bob Waldman or somebody.
Yeah,
like that.
probably.
And one of them started tripping out on LSD in Hemet on a street corner. And the other guy was just staying with him. He didn't know what to do, but they were gone so long that a blow drill was called. They thought they had escaped, and they ended up found him just tripping balls on a corner in Hemet somewhere.
Unbelievable. Okay. Daniel Cathers, what's the reward for getting a pic of Little Mike with Little Davy? It seems Dave wants us to know when he is on the move and available for a photo.
If
get
anybody
a picture,
pulls that off,
holy
if
moly,
anybody
you're-
pulls that off, they are going to get like SP of the Century Award.
SP Meritorious Excalibur.
Diamond Meritorious.
And all expenses paid ticket on the next SP cruise.
Yeah. Oh my
Guys,
God.
I mean, it depends on how dedicated people want to get. I mean, because let's be real here. Miscavige has to commute from the Hacienda Gardens to the Flag Building at some point. There's nothing, just like there's nothing preventing a PI from parking, on my block on a public street at any time. There's nothing preventing some local dedicated SPTV fans from parking on the public street on every corner of the Flag Building and just staying there all day. I mean, it's a shitty job, but it's totally legal. And if someone wanted to do it,
it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't guarantee you a photo, though.
Yeah, and
Wouldn't
also,
guarantee you a photo.
oh my God, can you imagine if Dave is driving in his car and he sees somebody holding the Mike Rinder bobblehead taking a picture? He's
Okay, even better than posting up outside the Flag Building would be posting up outside every entrance and exit to the Hacienda Gardens. That's actually easier because he'll be trapped in there all day. And I mean, I'm just saying, it's legal. It's time consuming.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Oh, my goodness.
Lulu92 drove past the Detroit Oregon Tigers baseball opening day. Huge party day in the city, and it was completely dead. Didn't even look like the lights were on.
They probably weren't.
Yeah, every single picture. People have been taking pictures of Mike Rinder bobbleheads in front of orgs, and we're calling it the empty parking lot collection because every picture that gets sent in, there's 1 or 2 cars in the lot, and it's usually those are their cars. Like it's one of those yellow vans or you know something that just sits
tires.
there.
Yeah, did you see that pic I sent you the other day that someone sent in of
The
Mike?
sandcastle?
Yeah, Bobble Mike hanging out at the sandcastle.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty good. That's pretty
awesome.
great. Irene Hoffman, I didn't grow up in a cult, but explain how I can donate books or bobbleheads for people to receive.
Oh, so all someone did was they placed an order on SP Shop or on BFG, and then they just put or at least on the SP Shop, they just put in the comments saying they ordered 4 bobbleheads, and they said, just ship me 1. 3 are for giveaway on the next Monday Live.
Yeah, we have some new viewers or listeners here. So BFG is Blown for Good. That's the book I wrote, guys, and you can also that's. When she says when they went to BFG, they went to the blownforgood.com website.
Yes, and the spshop.com website is where you can purchase SP bracelets and bobbleheads. There you go.
Very nice. Sarah says, hubby and I did personality tests like 20 years ago. He was good. I was a bad person. Went to one meeting and still get mail from Scientology.
Yeah.
Sarah, if you get the kind of mail that has business return envelopes in them, send a message to the Aftermath Foundation's Instagram page or Facebook page. Request some Aftermath Foundation business cards. We'll send them to you for free. And then put the Aftermath Foundation business cards in the business return envelopes. Help us spread the word to Scientology staff members that we can help them escape.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, it's time for the next bobblehead giveaway.
No,
it's only been 15 more minutes.
No, we're doing it
Yeah.
an
Oh,
hour.
You're right. I'm sorry. I had the time wrong. I'm sorry, guys.
Wow, this is
So
what I have to
bad.
deal
About
with
to
on a
start
full-time
an
basis, guys.
avalanche.
I mean, it's just like
13.
yeah.
Just a
I'm like,
friendly
oh no, that was a
reminder.
half hour. She's like, no, that was 15 minutes. I'm
Come
like,
on now. Okay, in 13 minutes we will do the next one. I'm so sorry.
it's like, no, that was a half hour, babe. I'm telling you.
Look, now it's going crazy with people going, it's bobblehead time. It's bobblehead time.
I'm so sorry.
Jeez,
My bad.
Louise.
Marilyn
But we are up
Honig.
to 2997 viewers.
We
Yeah,
are.
we're about to break
Ooh.
3,000.
Yeah.
Okay, Marilyn Honig, our favorite provider of crocheted merch as our Xenu dolls for Mr. Mini Mikes and Captain Chug or Duke of Chug over there.
Duke of Chug.
Captain Chug. That's a better one. I like that better. Duke of Chug always sounds so lame.
All right, Marilyn's team Claire tonight, so I'll keep that in
Yay.
mind.
Thank you, Marilyn. I love you.
Don't keep that in mind. Oh, dear.
Denver Steve-O, is Davey aware that he is the one creating most of the anti-Scientology backlash?
Not in the slightest.
No.
Nope.
Not in the slightest.
He thinks it's all the dirty cracker liquors out there.
It's the SPs.
SPs.
All right, Dogwalker Claire, I have a copy of Amy Scobie's book that I hear is hard to get. I'd be happy to donate to an SP viewer. Why is it hard to get?
You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah.
I think because the printed copies are no
Oh,
longer
the printed
available.
ones. Yeah, I think there's
yeah.
only
That's
the
awesome.
audio book.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, Dog
Well,
Walker. Thank you. I will.
You can write to Claire at blownforgood.com if you want
There we
to
go. Perfect.
make a connection.
Awesome.
I'll tell you, if Amy's going to be getting her channel going, she better get another printing of her books going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Jerome PG, I used to work with Bridge Publications and was curious about the people there. They were my most interesting customer. In the Sea Org, how is your posting decided? Thanks for the amazing work you guys do.
If you've ever been to like a place where you buy a certain amount of merch and they have one of those like wheels you can spin to win a t-shirt or like a pen or like a little grab bag, that's pretty much how Sea Org posting works. It's just like you could be the most skilled guitarist in the world and you can end up in the galley making pancakes for a living. It does.
Yeah.
It's very.
Whatever the latest hot situation is that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, whatever
usually-
order has most recently been issued to fill this post
Exactly.
That's what you end up on.
Or the latest hole where somebody has escaped and that position needs to be urgently filled, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's very random.
Ghost Girl 726 question for the group: if David Miscavige is Munchkin size, is his twin Denise the same size, and is she still in?
Well, yes, she is about the same size as Dave. But she's not. She doesn't seem relatively as small as he is because she's a woman. So she's about the same size as him, like height-wise. But that's not that unusual for a woman to be that size.
Right.
Is she still in? Yes. As far as I know.
Yeah. I think her latest endeavor was she is a landlord in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can pay her in money or you can pay her in weed.
Yeah. And she was arrested for, I think, for either selling or trading weed for rent or something like that was the last time.
Which would lead me to think she's no longer an active member.
Well,
yeah,
she'll never be declared. She'll never be declared.
Yeah.
No, she will not. And she is an active member to the degree that she toes the line of not publicly doing anything or making any public statements against Scientology. In fact, if you remember, even I think it was after that, she and Laurie were brought in to browbeat Lisa Marie Presley about what a piece of shit Ron Miscavige Sr. was.
Which to me was amazing. And also, I want to just make a note here, because we do have, all three of us have hate websites that Scientology has put up with us. But David Miscavige has 3 direct relatives who've all been arrested, and we don't.
That's a really good point.
Just saying that his sister has been arrested, his brother has been arrested, and his father has been arrested, all of which were involved at Scientology during the time that they were arrested. I think except for maybe the brother. Either way.
Yeah, that was after he left.
Either way, yeah.
Yikes. Okay, here we go. Debbie JF, I've discovered why David Miscavige is so angry. After dropping his last body, he was aiming for a pro basketball player's new baby, but ended up in a baby body whose parents are 5 feet tall. Just started listening to Mike's book. Mark's is next. Well,
nice.
Fantastic.
Great.
I like your theory. Ken's channel. I'm glad Aaron admitted today that he knows nothing about makeup. Usually it's math.
Mixing it up, Aaron.
Yeah. Well, I said the only people in the makeup world that I know of are people who are famous on YouTube, and I can't name them because I'm embarrassed that I even know who they are.
Wow, look at you, Mr. Makeup Guy.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, Jacqueline R17, sneaking a comment at work, so don't know if covered. Didn't the Supreme Court say they aren't a religion? Couldn't that be used against them? What's the details here?
They aren't a religion?
Yeah, didn't the Supreme Court say? Yes.
Well, the Supreme Court said that donations or payments to Scientology were not tax deductible because they were a quid pro quo. The courts actually don't make determinations about whether someone is or isn't a religion, because that's precluded by the First Amendment. So that's left up to the IRS. It's also precluded by the First Amendment for the IRS to be doing that. Government's not supposed to entangle itself in religious affairs, but someone has to decide whether organizations are tax exempt, and that's the IRS. So they have criteria that, I know this is really complicated and it sounds so stupid. They have criteria that define whether you are or are not eligible for exemption as a religious organization. When you get that exemption from the IRS, that sort of automatically then affords you the protection that religions have in the court system. But the court system isn't actually, judges and courts are not actually allowed to make a determination as to who is and isn't a religion.
I know, it's so weird. It's so weird.
This country is really weird on this subject.
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to make a public announcement. No more super chats. We are already at 54 minutes in, and we have
Mark,
77
sometimes
more.
people make super chats just to see their name highlighted in the live chat.
I'm just gonna say, don't get upset.
It's okay for people to make super chats.
Just know we won't necessarily
We might
be able
not
to
necessarily
get to it then.
get to any past this point. I just want to
Yeah.
say that. You can keep doing them, but we might not get to them. Sorry.
Yeah. Just don't make them on Mark's channel.
Oh, no.
No,
If you're
wait
going to
a
make them,
minute.
only make them on my channel.
You can come over to my channel and Mike's channel since Mark's so guilty about it.
Yeah, I'll answer yours in another video if you put it over up on my channel.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's do this one. Besides family, who would you be overjoyed most if they left Scientology?
Tom Cruise. Because if Tom Cruise left Scientology, that would have a massive impact.
Yeah.
Nobody would be able to ignore that. Every media in the world would cover it. And as a result of every media in the world covering it, it would get a lot of exposure of the abuses in Scientology. So
Yeah.
I couldn't give a shit about Tom Cruise. I think he's a complete fake, phony, mean, nasty person. But it would give me great joy to see him out of Scientology. And if he did get out of Scientology, he would probably revert back to the less mean, nasty, asshole type person he was when he first came in.
True.
Yes.
Excellent answer. Chi-Town native, so happy to catch you live. I forgot my question. Enjoy the donation.
Nice.
There you go. Awesome. Stephanie Stewart, Mark, finished your book Saturday, starting Mike's. Here's BFG Super Chat. Did Mike's on his, so sharing with all. Love all. There you go.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Very
I
nice.
appreciate it. Thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much,
you,
Okay.
Stephanie.
Brittany Carey, my baby niece is Mike's twin, I swear.
Okay.
My
Okay.
nephew might be better, but I feel sorry for the little girl.
Yeah.
They make the same facial expressions, and I cannot unsee it. Keep up the good work, guys. You're also inspiring. Oh, that is funny.
That's
That
awesome.
is funny. Okay, what's this? Maxwell Edison's mom, Tom Cruise's wannabe girlfriend, Katie Lohman, is going to be in California soon, perhaps going to be sec checked.
Yeah.
At
Mike,
least crammed.
At least crammed. Okay, Mike, since I'm Maxwell Edison's mom, you should pick me for the bobblehead.
Ah.
Nice.
Okay, MW, are there
Mike,
more
you're muted.
Mike, we lost you.
Uh-oh. How did he mute himself when he wasn't even on his good mic?
I don't know.
You're still muted, Mike.
Now we're
No.
getting to do a study in Mike's
I'm
facial
still
expressions.
muted?
Oh, now
there
you
we
are.
are.
No, you're
There
good.
you are.
Yep.
Okay, oh, Lord Almighty. Are there more former Scientologists than current Scientologists? Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
very definitely.
absolutely. By many fold.
Yes.
Brett Grace, everyone should hit the like button on all three channels. Hope the experiment of simultaneously streaming is even more efficient at destroying this cult. Well, it is. I mean, we have broken 3,100 concurrent viewers right now. That's
Nice.
I'm going to say that's a record for us. So it definitely works. Not hopping you lose so many people hopping from channel to channel
Yeah,
to channel.
it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to
That's
support
amazing.
any one of our channels, you can just go to that channel and you'll see the video. You can like it here, you can like it there, you can chat here, you can chat there. It's easier this way for you guys to switch around and not us.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
also less. It feels much more cohesive to not be bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep Mike out of it until his image actually comes back on.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Good idea.
Okay. Russ, a rural SD lawyer, I heard in an interview the other day, Jeff Hawkins maybe, said LRH had some kind of mental health thing that caused him to not be able to stop writing. I wonder if you'd heard this. I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that. And
Yeah.
I did the, well, at least I've done recent interviews with Jeff Hawkins, and I don't remember that from there. But yeah.
Okay,
sure.
cool. Tarkina Meyer, Claire, I loved your interview with Tori. What an amazing woman and such an awesome character. Thank you for introducing us to her.
Yes, she is original SPTV.
Tori's been doing videos on YouTube for over 20 years at this
Yes,
point. So
she's an amazing person.
I'll put a link on my video, a link to Tori's YouTube page, and it's in the interview with Claire. You can watch the whole interview with her, and that's where there's actually a link there, so you can just go there if you want to get it.
She's Tori Magoo 44 on YouTube, and she has tons of great content. And yes, her story is amazing.
Awesome. This one sounds like it's on Mike's channel. Mike, what Hubbard did to the first head of Celebrity Center reminded me of a pale imitation of what he did to his non-daughter Alexis and his never second wife Sarah. Separated out of his spite. He was the worst.
Yep.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he was.
Holly McGinnis. I'm an ultimate SP. I'm a mental health therapist.
Oh, God.
Home under the weather today, so I got to watch live. Love SPTV taking your power back.
Yes.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Lathander Graukling is back. I just wanted to thank you all for helping me understand and leave my own past high control situation and slowly starting to heal from the trauma.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Okay. Bobblehead time.
Oh, it's
Yes.
time.
Good job, Mike.
Okay, whose turn is it?
Mine.
It's Mike's.
Okay. Get the live chat right now. Mike's gonna randomly select someone from the current live chat to win a bobblehead. Let's get a countdown, Mike.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your last ones in. Robin Wheeler wins.
Wow,
the bobblehead.
look at that. That was
Nice.
amazing. Did you see it?
Mike,
Or is
select
it?
it.
Yeah.
Select the comment so it pops
Oh,
up.
Shit. Hold on. Well, there's so many gone by now.
I know.
Yeah.
There- I mean, we're getting like we had
gotta-
3,100 people in there at the same time.
Yes.
Robin Wheeler.
Robin Wheeler, shoot me an email at claire@blownforgood.com. Send me
my
your
God,
address, and we will get you a bobblehead. And thanks again to Brian Wood for this awesome, fun addition to Monday Lives.
Okay, it's okay, Mike. I mean, you're never gonna find it at this point. There's 3,200 people in the chat.
It's okay, Mike. We're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
Hopefully-
you keep looking for it while we're answering other ones.
Okay, Dennis Locker, loved Mike's book. You four are the best. I still look forward to Mondays to be able to watch. Thank you.
Nice. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
thank you.
joining us.
Guys, check this out. Anon A, why are Sea Org members in Los Angeles still locked down and have to quarantine for days if they go out anywhere? I can't figure it out. What do you guys think is the reason for this shit?
I heard about, we had some people that had just recently left, and the aftermath has helped, and they were telling us the stories of, they were getting what's called, the same thing they're calling this arbitration is called a committee of evidence. It's like a justice action in Scientology. Like if you did something really, really bad, you would get this. If you got COVID, then you would get a comment. So I don't know what's going on. There's some craziness going on.
Yeah,
Well-
guys. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, this sort of thing you've seen happen before where an order has been issued, and when it comes from the COB, that order gets complied with by everybody. And sometimes the word doesn't ever go out, oh, we're not doing that shit anymore. And it just stays there. And then the next time the COB goes to Los Angeles and he observes this, he'll go, what are you people doing? Well, sir, we're complying with your order. Okay, you're idiots. You're going to the RPF because that order was not supposed to go on forever. Like, don't you have any good sense? I mean, this is like very typical of what happens in the Scientology world, particularly in orgs, of crazy orders being issued that stay in place forever. And the person that originally issued the order had no clue that it was going to go on forever, but doesn't issue the order retracting it. So it's still valid.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally. All right, there we go. Shannon Graves says, going to listen to Blown for Good on my way to see Depeche Mode in New York City in a few days.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Oh, check this one out, guys. Little Legit. I own the website Dirty Cracker Liquor and would like to gift it to Claire and Mark.
Nice. Yes.
I love the email.
email. That's hilarious and very nice.
It made me laugh so hard. That's why my voice is going away, because of last night. I blew my voice out I was doing a chat with Aaron, and we went for an hour, and I don't know what it was, but I think we were laughing so hard at something that I blew my voice out.
Could have had to do with the extensive amount of driving you did the last few days.
I did
too.
drive for 3 days straight. Yeah, that was also happened too.
Yeah.
Brett Gray says, love the blue shirt. You guys all look great. Seems like leaving Scientology reverses aging. Another reason for anyone on the fence to leave.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
True.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh, here we go. A first time chatter. Windy Mo 76, first super chat ever. Thank you for being world changers. You've impacted my life to teach my children about these things.
That's awesome.
Boy.
That's great.
That's great. Oh, this is interesting. Grown again. Is it true that the Doring twin daughters are on staff or in the Sea Org? Why are they never pictured in family photos? And why were the twin sons allowed to come out publicly? I don't know. I don't know anybody had a choice about the sons. I don't know about the Doring twin daughters. I don't know anything about the Doring
with the sons. I missed all of this.
Oh, they're just both coming out means coming out of the closet, not coming out of Scientology.
The sons, the Doring kids?
Well, the twin boys.
That went to my school?
I don't know who went to your school. I don't know how many Doring kids there are.
Oh, the Doring kids went to Delphi. I didn't know they came out. How does that work in Scientology?
Well,
Not well, usually.
yeah,
Yeah.
not well normally, but look at the billions of dollars that the Doring family.
That's true. If you give them
has,
that much, if you give them $20 million, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, plus I don't think they could keep it under wraps after the Doring twins kept hosting those adult-oriented group parties that were very well known about. So
What? You're blowing my mind right now.
just because
Aaron.
you weren't invited, don't be jealous. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Remind me to tell you the towel on the sofa story about one of those parties I heard about. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Oh, so check this out. Youth Canoe, big It's Always Sunny fan. Is Ann Archer still pretty active in Scientology? I keep forgetting that she was on that show. Ann Archer plays the mother of one of the characters. I forget whose mother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, no. She plays Danny DeVito's ex-wife.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so therefore, she's the mother of Caitlin and Dennis.
Got it.
Yes.
There
anyway,
you go.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay. So yeah, is she still active? Do we think she's still active in Scientology? We think so,
Yes.
right?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Mike. See if you can figure out your Mike's mic. Okay. Noel Blue. Maybe the Keebler elf on the shelf would relax if he did an occasional solo 2D assist. Yeah.
This
Aaron,
solo
look where
2D
you
sys-
started.
is-
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
Flameproof. Got a copy of All About Radiation. It's wild. Hubbard claims he invented a cure for radiation sickness called dianazine. Yes. I mean, didn't they have to stop publishing that book because it was just so
Yes.
crazy?
I
Yes,
had to
absolutely.
take the dianazine formula when I was 10 after Chernobyl happened. They made all Scientologists take that formula.
No
The only
way.
reason
Yes.
I even remotely cooperated is because part of it included eating chocolate.
She's the second person I've heard say this. There was another person I was talking to from the UK that
Yep.
said that they had to take it after Chernobyl as well because they believed it would cure you if any radiation that came over from Chernobyl.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Okay, John Sostowski. You're not sure exactly how Sostowski is pronounced. Welcome to my life. I grew up in the 70s and 80s and heard more than my share of Polish jokes. I'm guessing LRH told his share. Yes. It's funny. I must have grown up in a very racist town because in my school, like my grade school, I went to public, I grew up in Malvern, Pennsylvania. By the way, the same city Burt Kreischer grew up in.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I'm only aware of this because of how much it contrasts to like present day. My kids don't come home and tell racial or ethnic jokes from school. That's all we told in school. I mean,
Yes.
It got so bad between making jokes about the Polish and the Jews and honestly, not so much black people, to be honest. When me and my brother would go visit our dad in the summers, we'd be like just hurling these racial things at each other. My dad would be like, "What are you guys, bigots?" And we'd be like, "No, what are you talking about?" We were so disconnected from what these jokes actually meant. So anyway, I'm only mentioning that because, oh yeah, my childhood was littered with Polish jokes in Malvern, Pennsylvania.
That's hilarious.
That's funny. Mine was the Englishman, the Irishman, and the Scottishman.
Oh, walk into a bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that joke end?
Oh no,
there's about 50 of them.
Yeah, probably even hundreds of them. Yeah, we won't go there right now.
Okay, there you go. All right, Maven, you're all my heroes. Keep it up. P.S. It's official. Claire's a hottie. Sorry, not sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Scrolling. This is scrolling. Would Flameproof again? Would love to see you guys do videos on some of the wilder stuff Hubbard said and wrote from your libraries. I mean, most of the wildest stuff's already out there, aside from the edited stuff that all the racial slurs that were edited out of his lectures.
Mike, I have a collection of those on my blog.
Yeah.
I have a post, L. Ron Hubbard the Racist, where someone had gone through and collected all those things. It's on my blog. It is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Oh, now your light went out, Aaron.
It's okay. I have extra batteries. So here, I'll throw up the next one.
We're having technical difficulties.
I can do the questions.
Do that one.
Okay.
Claire and Mark have such a beautiful relationship. Once you left, what changes did you notice in your relationship? Did you create an after Scientology anniversaries? Hashtag couple goals.
Nice.
I'll let you answer that one question.
Yes. So yeah, in terms of changes, I mean, I think it's fair to say, correct me if you feel otherwise, honey, that we essentially kind of started over because
that's
we'd
exactly
never spent any time with each other and we had always been so filtered. As you know, Mark teases me about writing KRs on him, and I take it as it is. I didn't intend for his motorcycle to get chained up, and I've apologized. But we, for all intents and purposes, had to start over, and we also had to weed through all the falsities that we'd been fed. Speaking for myself, like they say, when you leave, all the, you know, your relationship will never last, and you know, so.
Yeah, we actually
that.
had a much better relationship after we left because we got to spend time with each other. Like we literally, I'm not kidding or I'm not lying if I said if we didn't spend 24 total hours worth of time with each other, like talking or something, in a year, that would be a lot. Like 24 hours in a year would have been a lot when we were in the Sea Org. So,
yes, completely.
And there were years where we were posted in different countries, so it wasn't like we were seeing each other when we were there. So it's all good.
And you could never have an open conversation like, what do you like? You know, what are your interests? What are your goals for your, you know, things like that. So we haven't created an after Scientology anniversary per se, but we have made it a point to celebrate birthdays, celebrate our anniversary and all of that on the day that it happens. We're kind of like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, we do go out a lot compared to the even to normal people. We might go out more than that because we're like living it up.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Making up for lost time. Yeah.
All right, big dude. My Mike bobblehead arrived in the UK a few weeks ago. Quality merch, cast metal base, move over, Funko, Tamuchly. I don't know what Tamuchly means.
Ta. Thank you. It means thank you, Muchly.
Thank you, big dude.
Ta.
Got it. That's a British thing, huh?
Yeah, those bobbleheads. I do get a lot of people commenting that the bobbleheads are like a solid thing. They're not snow plastic. This is not.
They've got some heft to them. They're substantial.
Yeah. When I make stuff in China, I make it high quality. Okay.
So we broke 3,200. We're setting new notching new goals, whatever the hell. Okay. ETM. I have family who work closely with Tom Cruise on set. They laughed when I said he's aggressively hetero. They said that's a phrase I use to describe Tom. They said it's common knowledge and have seen firsthand that he's not.
I don't know about that.
No,
he's aggressively hetero.
I know not. I know that ain't true.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Well,
see. Ruth,
You
I'm
know
so
of a few years ago. You know of
Yes,
several
true.
years ago. To
Yeah, I
be
guess
fair.
he could have had. I guess he could have converted.
Well, evidently he was sterile as a sand trap, and that got worked out. So who knows? Those parts could be changing around down there.
Yep.
Allegedly, according to David Miscavige, of course.
Yes.
Oh, Miscavige is the one who was leaking Tom's private details like that. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
He would dish on his sessions before they were buddy buddy. He loved to dish on Tom Cruise's session reports. Loved.
You
Yep.
you haven't ever heard Tom DeVock's interviews about that?
I just didn't
wow.
know. No. I've heard about Dave sitting there reading his session summaries and drinking whiskey, and I just didn't know that specific rumor about Tom not actually being able to have kids came from Miscavige himself.
That's where I heard it from.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And that's why the kids are adopted and all that stuff. So that's why. Sorry, I knocked my knife over. No, my knife. What is this? This is a microphone. I knocked my mic over. When we were at the base, we were told that's why he had adopted kids. That's all because Dave Miscavige said he couldn't have kids.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so Bella Lotta. The thing that impresses me most is that instead of the trauma and pain that Scientology causes in its followers, the SPTV channel inspires laughter and love.
Yes.
We try.
Indeed.
We
do
tried.
That's
try.
the goal. That's the goal. How could you possibly be one of the OSA staff members responsible for watching our content and not wish that you were out here with us?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
Come on out. We'll buy you a drink.
We were talking. I was talking about that with somebody today. They're like, it's got to be hard for them to watch this and not just be like, we are sitting here doing nonsense. We're having to transcribe these mofos, and they're having a party over there.
Yeah. Your life could be better tomorrow or even tonight. Come on out.
You could be at the movies tomorrow. You don't have to be there transcribing this.
Nope. Come
Mr.
laugh
Blue
with
Sky. Mr. Blue Sky, I love the blue shirt. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Mr. Blue Sky. Eric Capel, as a chiropractor, I think I heard that chiropractic and Scientology were on the same side of a legal dispute with traditional medicine. Does that ring a bell with any of you?
Probably. I mean, Scientology, based on Hubbard's teachings, are not pro the American Medical Association. In fact, they were named by Hubbard routinely as one of the main enemies of Scientology. He and medical doctors don't see or didn't see eye to eye. And so it would not surprise me that there was some lawsuit or case where Scientology was supporting chiropractors. It was probably about, whether you're allowed to administer dianazine to people.
There you go. Okay. Cruise Mary. I've been watching all of you for a while. In fact, I set my days by your channels. Never been or around Scientology. Never been in or around Scientology. But I'm so proud of all the good you do in helping your fellow man. Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you so much.
Mystic Wolf, you all give me a reason to love Mondays. SP shop idea. SPTV shirts with channel names on the back. Love you guys. So yeah, we're going to stick for the SP shop. We're going to stick with bobbleheads, the SP bracelets, and maybe some other items. But for channel specific SPTV merch, we're going to be doing that on the channels themselves, not on the SP, not on the SP shop website. So we got to get all that sorted out. But one way or another, you're going to be able to get all sorts of great stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Yes, it's coming.
And a lot of viewers are the ones working on it, actually. They've offered, and we've accepted.
We've had some amazing resources reach out. So super grateful for that.
Nice. Angela Bernhardt, friend of Hoeg. Okay. Hoeg, the probably Maryland.
Yes.
Claire, when do you have to report to give your testimony for the Masterson case? And are you nervous at all? Love to you all.
No comment, but we'll definitely give a full report after the fact.
Yeah, we're not.
Tell us if you're nervous.
She's not supposed to say anything.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
All good.
I can tell you, Claire never gets nervous.
Cool as a cucumber.
Cool as a
All right.
cuke.
Leah must be excited about the recent SPTV internet explosion, right? This is a fantastic follow-up to the Aftermath series. I mentioned SPTV to a friend recently, and they already watched.
Nice.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, we have a ton of people writing in about SPTV. It's the best thing ever. I'm like,
and Aaron,
this is it.
Aaron, get this. You missed this last week. So we went to the Depeche Mode concert in San Antonio, and we sat next to these people. And this was on Sunday night. We flew back on Monday, and we were on the live. The woman we sat next to was on the live.
I saw that.
She said, she messaged us afterwards and said, I was too embarrassed to ask if you were the Headleys.
No.
We sat next to them at the concert, and they were like, those look like those guys on SPTV.
How crazy is that? It was amazing. Anyway, so small world. And yes,
I was
Osa,
watching the stream when that
smaller.
happened, and Mark was like, I'm really weirded out right now. We're gonna.
Yeah, I really was. I was like, you guys have to be spies. How could you be sitting next to us at a concert and then in the live the next day? Like, come on.
Yeah. No.
That's awesome. Sandra, happy birthday, Mike. Enjoy every nanosecond. Thank you all, SPTV, for giving me hope that you can change your life around. There's always a solution.
Thanks so much.
Amen to that. True that.
This looks like another one from Mike's channel. Yitzy, Mike, enjoy a beer on me. Well, Mike doesn't really drink beer, so what? A Vegemite sandwich, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Don't
reflect on your
Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule.
Oh yeah.
Reflect on your freedom and all your blessings. Your experiences you went through were not in vain. You are saving lives. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Ron Klotzer, can you guys come out with a bunch of plushies, especially Claire and Aaron?
They don't want you and me, Mark.
I know, right? I'm not making a plushie of somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mark
I'm the plushiest of all three of us.
Mark is a human plushie already.
That's right. I built in plushie.
All right, Lydia Von Stretchclaw. Claire just finished Jenna Miscavige Hill's book, and she said how nice you were to her. How did you survive that place being naturally empathetic?
It was a challenge.
She left.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, no. And still, even then, I apologize to people when we meet up, just because I was in Religious Technology Center, and I was supposed to work on being, quote, as hard as cold chrome steel, unquote, to other humans. And it did not come naturally. And yes, like Mike said, I got the heck out of there. But Jenna is an amazing person. And yeah, there you go. Story for another day.
Awesome. Love you, Tuber. Mark, that was a half hour, baby. I'm telling you.
I know. That's what I'm saying, right? You got it. You guys got it. They know what I'm talking about. Nobody's. I'm saying, and they're listening. That's what's happening.
Anon A. How do people get over the PTSD from physical and mental abuse?
All different ways.
Yeah.
Talking about it, doing this, writing about it, going to see the therapist. Pretty much everybody's got their own path. But that's what the Aftermath Foundation is there. We try to help the people at least get a job, get their feet on the ground, like not have to worry about things in life. And then if they need some help mentally, or if they even need somebody, a lot of these people just need somebody to talk to for the most part.
Yeah.
That is a good first step. But everybody's different.
Yep.
Definitely.
And sometimes just getting on with your life and living your best life is the best first step.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm going to skip some of these that aren't necessarily appropriate. Okay, Rob Thomas, if you were to give one book to your congressman, which book would it be? What do you think?
My answer to that is probably Going Clear.
Cool. There you go. Marilyn Honig, Aaron.
Mark, we lost you.
Sorry. I agree.
Yeah, you're good.
Marilyn Honig. Aaron jumping on your channel to say,
I think
love.
you should really give him a package. Sorry, Aaron.
Agree. Yes.
Give who a package? A package?
The congressman.
A
Going
book
Clear
package.
and Barefaced Messiah and Blown for Good and A Billion Years.
And Troublemaker.
Yeah.
And Troublemaker.
And Abuse at the Top and Counterfeit Dreams. You can't, it's like having one of your kids. You can't name one. They're all different, points of view. But I think that Going Clear is one of the most well-researched and laid out in a whole time period.
Well, I think the reason I said that is because Larry Wright is a Pulitzer Prize winner. So
Exactly.
he brings the credibility of his enormous career of investigative journalism and writing to the equation.
As Kiefer Sutherland would say, he brings gravitas.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, well, actually, back to Maryland. Same. Your shirt is the same color as the Duke of Chug outfit. I will send you and Mike one next. What do you guys already have a Duke of Chug?
Yeah,
Mark?
No,
Yeah.
I'll
they've
put it
got
up
one.
again.
See, same color.
There we go.
It is
I
really
love
the
those
same
puffy-
exact color.
I love
Yeah.
those puffy sleeves.
I know.
Business. It's like
It's awesome.
It's whole track SP Blue. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Okay, Terry Perry Lux. Hey guys, I'm on the last chapter of your book, Mark, and I loved your narration skills. And I start yours tonight, Mike. Y'all are all great guys. Love what y'all do.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Terry. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Super duper. Okay, big dude. Is the Theta Potato story true? Was LRH teeth edited in pictures? Were they bad? That's a great question.
Yes and yes.
Yes.
Well, the Theta Potato story was a story that I was told. Obviously, it didn't really happen. A Theta Potato is not a real thing. But LRH's teeth edited 100%. Those pictures, any pictures that you see besides the one where he's sitting on a bed and a typewriter and he's bald on the top and he's got like a Hulk Hogan dude
the one
going
that Jim
growing.
Kelsey took.
Yeah, that picture is unedited. Every other picture you've ever seen of Hubbard.
Yeah, that glob on the middle of his forehead was airbrushed out, and
Yeah,
Which is so funny because one time when we were still in this organization, someone told me that picture, that bald picture, had been edited to make him look worse.
yeah, no.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had and there was a whole department at the international headquarters. That's all they did was retouch photos of him.
That's right. Yep.
Incredible. Buckled up Buttercup. Stats by the week. In order to clear the number of people on the planet today, within 50 years, Scientology must clear 3,038,462 each and every Thursday at 2 p.m. for 50 years.
Yeah.
There you go.
Scientology's greatest enemy, math.
That's why they don't teach it.
I mean, in 50 years, they still won't be done with the Ideal Org program, so they're not even.
Yeah.
They can't
even clear their zip code.
Right,
How are they
and
going to
in
clear
50
the planet?
years, that math doesn't factor in the amount of people who have passed away in that 50 years. So,
and who are born.
right, exactly. There you go.
All right, Ken's channel. You can tell that the boss baby is not self-aware. After his Ted Koppel interview, he had no idea he was outmatched.
Yes,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've told this many times before, but every Scientology PR in the world was made to watch that over and over and over to learn how to deal with reporters.
Yeah.
And that was clearly a successful program. I mean, look at all the OSA staff speaking on behalf of Scientology. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Exactly. Unbelievable. Okay, Mancha Nun, Mancha. Mark, we need a shirt that says, "Dude, I could jack that bus up all by myself."
Yep,
Oh my
absolutely.
Historical moments on SPTV.
That's right. That's good. Yeah.
Lady Veritas, how does we Captain Dave manage Scientology? He micromanages. Okay.
True.
Man, I think on our stream yesterday,
micromanager.
Someone says he nanomanages, which was
that was good.
Marilyn, happy birthday, Mike. Hope your day was as amazing as you are. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you so much.
Mac D, is it true that OSA has to report to DM on their knees?
Oh my goodness.
Nothing to do with degrading them. He just wants to look him in the eyes.
Oh my God.
Love it, love it, love it. Donna Riahi, what happened to Dodge covering the trial? Dodge got a job working for Patrick Bet-David at Valuetainment.
He really did?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for Dodge.
Well, someone needs to tell Patrick Bet-David that the Danny Masterson trial would be a great thing to send Dodge out to cover.
Well, you know what's funny, though, is I bet you Patrick Bet-David heard about him on our channels because I've been on Patrick Bet-David and Mike's been on Patrick Bet-David and Dodge got a gig over there. So good for Dodge.
Yeah.
I actually like Patrick Bet-David. He's pretty good. He's a pretty nice guy. He's a pretty straight shooter.
Brain Nichols, would it be possible for the Aftermath Foundation to compose a few different letters that supporters could use a template to send to the government? Also, a list of the government agencies that should be contacted would be useful. My response to this is that would be the okay, I don't know how to undo my little banner thing. That's the kind of thing we would like someone to send to us so that we can then share it with other people.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It is.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We would love to support that effort. Go ahead.
Indeed. Okay, here's one. Angel Boostart. Where do I get Marc's book in the UK, as in Shetland?
I would go to Kindle. That's what I would do, because I do sell it in Kindle. It's the least expensive and the easiest way to get it in the UK.
Yeah.
Just because shipping right now to the UK, since you guys have a lot of craziness going on over there with our postal service somehow, it's like $40 or $26 or something like that to ship a book there.
37. It depends. It weird.
Really is.
I ship my books out too. And it's like, holy tamale! Some of these places are more than the book.
I'm sorry, guys. That's why Kindle or Audible is probably your best bet, and it's the easiest and it's the cheapest. So it's cheaper to get the Audible than it is to ship a paperback or a hardback all the way over there.
Yep. And on the note of shipping, it is 6:30. Time for our next bobblehead giveaway.
Okay,
Honey, you're up.
6:30.
All right, get the start burning up the live chat.
Yeah.
If you want a, are we giving is it a bobblehead or a book or a bracelet?
Bobblehead.
A bobblehead. We're giving away a bobblehead. If you want a bobblehead, get in those comments. Let's do a countdown. 10.
Oh my God, it goes insane.
Why are we going
9,
from 10? Oh my gosh.
8, 6, 7.
Oh my God, honey, you're funny.
6.
Hey, we're at 33.
5. I'm also starring comments while I'm doing this. You know,
Nice.
I even forgot my count for a minute there. 4, 3, 2, and
You gotta
1.
Click on it. You got to click
1. I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to catch it. Poof. Matt Elliott.
Hey.
With the BFG book. You won, Matt Elliott. You got
Matt
it. So
Elliott. Email me at claire@blownforgood.com.
yeah, Matt Elliott, write to Claire, and we will get you a book, a paperback or a hardback, signed or unsigned, whichever way you want it is the way you're gonna get it. Okay.
But he's winning a bobblehead. That's what you just won. That's what you just picked him for.
Oh, it said need it. It said need it with the BFG book. So I thought he could.
I understand, but we just agreed you were giving away a bobblehead, so that's what we're doing. Well done.
Claire's giving away the BFG book.
Okay, so you get a BFG book. That's sorry, Claire. I just ate your
okay.
BFG book. Actually, just give him a BFG book.
You didn't. We're almost to 28,000
Karen
subscribers
Weiss,
on your.
you get a bobblehead because
go.
I clicked on a guy who wanted a book. Karen Weiss, you get a bobblehead. Write to Claire, and she'll get you your bobblehead. There you go.
And Matt Elliott, don't worry, we'll figure it all out.
No, he's going to get a book.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's getting a book.
We just start all sorts of trouble. He said he wanted it with the book.
Exactly.
Mark?
I know Mark missed that.
Oh,
That's
need
why I
it
said
with
that's
a
it's
BFG
okay.
book. Okay, then he gets it with the book. That's it. That's how it does. That's how
Well,
we
now
do
you're
it
giving
here.
away 2 bobbleheads.
I'm
That's
going to
okay.
be the flap handler and deal with it all. It's
That's okay. That's okay. I got broad shoulders. I can
This
do
is
it.
this is what Claire has to deal with all the time.
I know.
This is what she has to deal with. I'm just so like, yeah, that we'll do that. You're like, that's not what I said. I'd be like, okay, well, we'll do that what you said too. There you go. Now we're doing it all.
It's all good.
We'll figure it out.
The live chat was exploding. I mean,
I know. I mean, literally, I could not read what was going by.
It's at 3,300. Aaron, is that beat your record?
That's definitely a record. That's definitely
Okay,
a record.
good. There you go. 3,300.
Awesome. So does this count as a successful experiment so far?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Nice.
I think so. People are
This
calling
is
me
awesome.
Oprah up in here. This is definitely successful. Because no one has
Amazing.
ever called me Oprah before. That's never happened.
Okay, so the next giveaway will be right before we wrap up in about 27 minutes.
Yes.
Excellent.
And what is that item that we're going to be giving away going to be?
that is going to be a signed copy of Marc's book, Blown for Good, Behind the Iron Curtain of Scientology. And for everyone here, all 3,300 plus people, don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our channels. Thank you.
There you
Good
go.
work, Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like the Vanna White of the SPTV.
Yeah. So yeah, 3,300 people. Guys, check your subscriptions. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people from channels. So just double check that you're subscribed. That would be awesome. Especially since the Mormons all rage unsubscribed from my channel today after I published that interview. Did I tell you guys that?
What?
No.
I literally lost subscribers today after I published that interview. There's so many Mormons who just think who don't realize, I shouldn't speak for them, but who watch our Scientology stuff because they think Scientology is the crazy ones. But then when they hear stories of former Mormons, they're like, those guys are all disaffected, lying apostates. And it's like, what? Come on now. You know? So anyhow, yeah, I lost the birthday game today. That's for sure. I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I started watching that interview, and it's fascinating so far. So I say we accept stories from all religions, and there you have it, folks.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so Lily from Australia. Mike, question for you. Did Scientology fair game Nicole Kidman's father many years ago because of him being a psychologist? I remember reading about this in the Australian papers many years ago.
I am not familiar with any fair game done on her dad. I know that there was a lot of pressure put on Nicole because of her dad, but I don't think anything was done directly to him. But I mean, I could be wrong. It's certainly not beyond the realm of possibility. It just would have happened after she had left, if that was going to happen. It wouldn't have happened before, because that would have been seen as possibly inciting her to leave. But I don't believe that is the case. But that's the best answer I can give you.
Cool. Next one, Victoria HD. SPTV watchers since 2021. The disorder referred to earlier was hypergraphia, caused by suspected frontal lobe epilepsy, which caused LRH's incessant writing. I think I saw on John Atek's channel. Well,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly what you saw, and it was fascinating. This thing of hypergraphia. I don't know who brought it up. It may have been John. I'm not totally sure. But this is like, people have verbal diarrhea. There's also people that have writing diarrhea. Literally, you sit down and compulsively write. And it's so funny that Hubbard describes that of himself.
Yes.
In many different places in lectures about how I would just sit and I couldn't have sheets of paper. I had to have rolls because it just kept coming and I would just keep typing and it would just roll through the typewriter. It's an actual recognized mental illness.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I know.
Wow.
So we have a logical explanation therefore as to why he was the most prolific writer.
Yeah. He literally had diarrhea of the brain.
There you go.
All right, Carla Forbes, fundraising idea. Instead of Elf on the Shelf, you could create the Boss Baby Elf for the holiday season. Mark would have Shoops for a month.
It's not a bad idea.
Only.
It is not a bad idea.
Well,
oh my goodness.
Elf on the Shelf.
Oh my goodness.
This is the Boss Baby Elf on the Shelf right here, you guys.
I know, but I can't sell that because I'm pretty sure the Keebler folks are going to come after me, and I don't want the Keebler King getting all pissy.
Guys, anyone out there in, any of you viewers who have any connections to the Keebler company, we are looking for more sponsors for SPTV, and we would love to do an integration with Keebler.
You know, when I get back to Colorado, we're going to start doing cracker licking. We're going to test. We're going to do it, giving it how many licks the crackers are.
I was just going to say, we've got to have a great
Club
cracker sponsor.
and Ritz and Flatiron, and I'm going to lick them. I'm going to lick the cracker and I'll be like,
I want to see your tongue after you've done a dozen Triscuits.
Yeah, but it's going to be like how many licks? This will be like, this is a 3-lick liquor. This is a 3-lick liquor.
That is amazing. That is fantastic.
I want we're going to have cups. We're going to have Cracker Licking Good, too, cups in the BFG store. We're going to really put this one, just like we did with the bobblehead with Mike. That was there. Scientology created that bobblehead, and then we did a really good version of it. Well, they want to go on this, want to do this Cracker Licker video? We're going to lick some crackers, folks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So guys, now that we've shown that the simul stream works fantastic.
Yes.
We're sometime next week. We'll have to figure it out because schedules are not quite as flexible as they normally are. We should test just 20 minutes, 30 minutes. What happens when we turn the live stream into a fundraiser for the Aftermath Foundation? How does it work exactly? Are people like, does a donate button pop up, or is it just the super chats? Because my understanding is YouTube, when you do a fundraiser, they take 0% of the money, is what I'm told. And we should test it out and see if that's actually true.
That's awesome. Sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. So let's see. Here's one. JSR0104. How does David Miscavige reconcile that so many people around him are incompetent, yet they have received a career of Scientology benefits? They're the best in the universe, but also they're all dumb effers. Contradictory much? What? This is one of those things that if you spend any time in Scientology thinking about it, the whole house of cards would come crashing down. Just like how SEERG members are supposed to be the most ethical beings on the planet, but they're treated all like criminals that can't be trusted.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Or also that every single one of us was raised and brought up inside of Scientology, and they have nothing they can do it because we're what is it when your virus you're resistive?
Scientology resistant strain.
Yeah, we are the most Scientology resistant strain created by them.
And to answer that question, my answer to that question is David Miscavige does not reconcile that because he is incapable of self-reflection, review, and self-criticism. That's my personal answer.
And for any of you Hubbard lovers out there, everybody who ever worked with him is also declared a suppressive person. So it's the apple didn't get kicked far from the tree here.
All right, Terry. If Tom is sterile, how did he have Surrey?
Great question.
That's the sort of thing. So either David Miscavige, the reason that we know about the thing about supposedly about him being sterile is that came up in a session. It was a something that came up in one of his counseling, and then David Miscavige repeated that, and that's why they had adopted kids and all that other stuff. So
that's why we said allegedly.
That's why allegedly. Yeah. So that's why when Surrey came along, it doesn't make sense. One of those has to not be true, but also the other rumor that was going around is that on OT7. Operating Thetan level 7 in Scientology, that sorted out
his mojo back.
He got his mojo back. The swimmers, the Mike Phelps got back in the pool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. His Mike Phelps, he's started swimming again.
Anyway, great question that we do not know the answer to.
Yeah.
True. Hey, but related question. Anyway, people have been asking me. They've heard that Connor or Isabella, that they came from like Scientologists had those babies and gave them up for adoption.
I've heard that.
That story has been going around, but I'm not sure.
Nobody knows, right?
I'm not sure those people have come forward, and I'm not sure the kids know about those people. So it's sort of like, that's not, I don't need to be involved with that.
Yeah, no, but I wondered, I agree. Because Miscavige was so eager to help him find a girlfriend, I sort of wondered if he was like, we will help you find a trustworthy family that's looking to do anything,
And that's sort of along the lines of the story that we've heard.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay. Scott Nicholson, hi from Belfast, Northern Ireland. I'm a noob to this, so this may be a silly question. Why did Marty Rathman go back to defending Scientology?
He was
Mike.
Just like they put the websites out about us, and just like they attack us, and just like they do things to us, they were doing some of those things to Marty, and one of those things worked, and he could no longer deal with whatever they were going to do or were doing to him. And so he stopped, and then he started attacking them. So it could, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It could certainly happen to the four of us if they do something that we can't take. But so far, we have proved to be a Scientology-resistant strain, and they have not been able to put us out. So,
exactly.
Knock on wood.
There you go. Tania Tyler, happy birthday, Mike.
That's probably Tanya.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You could say Tania, but you could say Tania, but it's okay. Tanya works sometimes.
Tania.
McKay.
Watch, she's going to answer and say, "It is Tania."
What caught my attention on this was the $3.49 New Zealand dollars too, and I don't know how the anyway. I just thought that.
I think it's the way the super chat works. It's by character. You have to pay. You know that.
It's not by the exact character. It
in chunks. So
yeah,
when people are just like inching up the penny like until they get enough characters and like right there, $3.49 will get me what I need.
Although I think she could have gotten Happy Birthday Mike for $1.99, but anyway. Okay. R.R. Smith. Mark, does Depeche Mode know how you used them to keep sane in the insanity? You are a super fan.
I am, and I don't know if they know that, but it doesn't matter to me if they know or not.
I sent them copies of Mark's book with a letter.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
How much celebrity weight do we need to get thrown around up in here to get Depeche Mode as like a special guest on an SPTV? Who do we have to pull in as an authority tag? Who does Leah know? Who knows someone who knows? Does she have a manager she can call?
I don't know. I told Claire to get in touch with Leah to work out some VIP or some backstage anything, and ain't diddle squat happened, and we already been to 2 shows. So if Claire's talking to somebody, they got 1 show left to make it happen.
I think very careful about who I call for favors.
I know.
I think we know some people who know some rock stars who might know some people who might know some people.
We did actually get an email from somebody who knew somebody in the tour.
Oh.
And they emailed that person, but I mean, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But it's all good.
If anyone has connections,
my birthday's coming up in May.
Please.
I could be surprised. Yeah.
It's a very special birthday too.
Yeah, I could be surprised.
We did just break 3,400. It's a new record.
Nice, a new record.
Nice.
Okay, so
highest ever.
SPTV personal best.
Yeah, Mike's got to plug his microphone in if he's going to yell like that.
That was
tinniness almost
rough.
broke my eardrum.
I've been trying the whole time.
All right. F Nizzle Whoop. Oh, Fnizzle Whoop. Oh, I love this. Fnizzle Whoop. And SEK, is that Sweden?
Yes. Swedish krona.
Nice. So, guys, do you think it's Fnizzle or F Nizzle?
It's F Nizzle Whoop.
F Nizzle Whoop. Apparently, there is or has been a Scientology building in Sweden. Well, there's several, actually. And it made me wonder, are all the reading materials translated, or is it assumed people seeking out Scientology know English? Excellent question.
They are translated.
They are translated.
Most Scientology materials are translated into Swedish.
And they're also recorded in a Swedish voiceover actor reads Hubbard's lectures translated into Swedish.
Yes.
That would make excellent content. I've never heard anybody post translated L. Ron Hubbard lectures onto YouTube before.
Yeah.
So you could hear like the different voices. Like we could play Xenu, but in like Spanish or in French. You know, the Xenu story. You know.
Yep.
Oh, I guess.
Well, those ones.
Tough crowd. You had to be there, I guess. Okay. Will Mora, super sticker. Thank you very much. Chris OC. Just saying hi, SPTV clan. Mike, happy birthday to your genetic entity.
That's funny, actually.
That is funny. That is a good one.
Happy birthday to your meat body, because the GE is actually something different.
It is, but it's still funny.
It is funny. Okay, yes. Christina Lucia. During the exit interview, what would happen if the person answers yes to if they were subject to abuse at Scientology?
Back for
they
more
wouldn't
interrogation.
be leaving.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to say
That's
no.
not an
that
exit
was
interview. That's a staying interview.
Yeah. When you want to, Jeff Hawkins, Claire did an interview with Jeff Hawkins, and he talked about when he was signing the exit interview papers, and they had a security guard. They were videoing it, and they had a lawyer there and the whole thing, but they had a security guard standing just out of frame with, like, you better fucking sign those papers, and that's an exit interview. You want to get out of there. You're not trying to make any more trouble at that point.
I know Debbie Cook testified on the stand that she would have admitted to killing babies to get out.
Yeah.
That's basically how it is.
And by the time you reach that exit interview, you know that you're not going to be saying any of that. You just want to get the heck out of there as fast as you can.
Yeah, you would never have stuck around to do the whole sec check if you were going to make waves and, create problems. Your goal is to get out of there. And that you would definitely not be getting your $500. By the way, I know they've been giving more people more money, especially if you had anything to do with Miscavige, but I have verified that at PAC, you're still getting $500.
Oh yeah, if you never dealt with Miscavige, you weren't on his lines or any of that, you're getting $500, no matter how much you ask for. But if you work for Dave, you could get some dough. Anybody leaving if anybody that's working there that works at OSA or knows anything about David Miscavige, and you're watching this, you can ask for $100K. There's a good chance you're going to get $100K.
Yeah,
you're going to have to sign those papers, but you could get $100K.
And for those who are interested, like that $500 is if you're just in the U.S. If they're shipping you back home overseas, that $500 is going towards your plane ticket. You're getting nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a good one. Anahata PTS. My car jack is forever named Junior Mark.
There you go. Mark Jr., please.
Junior Mark is my father's name. Okay, Matthew Brosseau. Huh. Happy birthday, Mike, but I hate you. Okay. I just bought your book, and so into it I went to bed past 3 a.m. John Sweeney of Panorama, iconic. Much love from Montreal. The Canadian's not very good with the typing, apparently.
No, it's fine. They gotta squeeze it in.
That's text typing.
Yeah, it's hard to type when your head has that slant in it and the top is over like that. It's hard to see the keyboard.
That's a pretty inside joke for most of the peeps.
People who know.
What's this? This isn't political, is it? Shelley Netzer Edgerton. Same thing as how J.K. Rowling describes what?
Being Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What does this mean, guys?
I think
maybe she just typed. Is there stories about her sitting down and just going on doing the Harry Potter stories?
There may be a similar thing.
Yes.
She might have a similar thing where she can just crank it out.
Yep.
The typographia, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look, thank you. I like this one. Annette Baum, this recovering Mormon enjoyed your interview today very much. Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the
and
thing.
Shali, go ahead. What?
It's important. If you're in a religion and you cannot hear opposing views, to me, therein lies the problem.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and nobody's right or wrong, but you got to be able to hear people out, in my opinion.
Yeah. So one of the incredible things that came up in this interview that as a former Scientologist, I found incredible. If you are excommunicated as a Mormon, it's automatically only for 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, after a year.
You're still expected to go to church during that year.
Yeah.
Really?
And even Shalice, who has a channel that pretty much dumps on Mormonism, her Mormon family would not get in trouble for talking to her. If they don't talk to her, it's because they don't want to. If they were to talk to her, they do not get in trouble.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Scientology could learn a lot from.
Yeah, it's the Jehovah's Witnesses that are they're very hardcore on disconnection. Mormons not so much. Fundamentalist Mormons are though.
Interesting.
Like the fundamentalist guys, like the Warren Jeffs and those guys, when you're out, you're dead.
Well, I was just going to say it is in almost all, or not, I won't say almost all, but in many fundamentalist or radical, parts of religion, that is where these things are the most strict. But Scientology doesn't have levels. They are 100% radical or fundamental. Just that's the only version is that fundamental version.
Right.
So that is why when they compare themselves to those guys, you're like, well, you're not all those guys. You're the most fundamental of those guys. So
it's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
Okay, Lady Veritas. I think you should put this towards rolls of toilet paper for Osa. They must be shitting themselves.
Well, I don't think they're really shitting themselves. This is probably whoever gets to do this is probably having fun doing it. It's probably one of the funner things to do of all the stuff they have to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would love to see a reenactment of that. You know, you have the OSA staff member sitting in their office with the headphones on, trying to keep a straight face through all of this. Really? Good luck with that.
When you guys start seeing mock recreation videos on this channel, you know we've just lost the plot, okay?
Okay, Richard Gibson gives us some very valuable information here. It's no longer Keebler's, it is Kellogg's now.
Oh, I know a bunch of people up in Kellogg's territory. I could work something there.
Nice.
Where is Kellogg's territory?
Right where the org is in Battle Creek.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
bought the Kellogg Hotel.
Yeah.
The original Kellogg Spa Resort Hotel was the building that they bought for Battle Creek like 20 years ago that sits there empty to this day.
Incredible.
Battle Creek is the home of Kellogg's, I believe. Or at least that's the story they tell in Battle Creek.
Yeah.
Okay, Brenda Farrow asks, when Leah left, did David take all her money also? I don't know.
Has she said how much? She said publicly how much she's given to them, right?
Yeah, she said. I think she said like I gave them $1 million or $2 million or something.
Yeah.
I think that was the number. But she also paid for that truth rundown that she got at Flag after asking where Shelley was at the wedding of the century. She got that money back.
Right.
She paid $300,000 for that shit.
But she did get that money back.
She got it back.
And you know who gave her the check, folks?
Yes.
Tom Cruise.
David Miscavige.
David Miscavige himself gave her a check.
Yep.
And Aaron, you know, when she was going through that, she was talking to me. And I was telling her what to say in the meetings and what was going to happen in the meetings.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't give back a check. Dave gave back a check, folks.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Scientologists that say L. Ron Hubbard said we never give anybody a refund. David Miscavige is giving out refunds. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. I mean, I spoke with somebody this week, another person who'd been defrauded through the credit cards by Scientology. And he said the reg who did it, it was a guy named Jackson. Wait. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A guy in LA. He literally just did it unauthorized. And then when he called the reg up, be like, dude, I just got disapproved at the dentist because you maxed out my credit card. The reg said, you can ask for a refund, but if you do, you're going to get declared.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, dude. Seriously messed up stuff.
Wow. They're getting ruthless crazy up in there.
Yeah. All right.
Insane.
So here's one from Carantha 2. For family inside, they could give them a random business card, but use an invisible ink pen to include a phone number for escapes just in case. It's better that they just know they can call you when they want to escape.
Right. Yes. If you try to do any spy versus spy stuff and they get caught or you get caught, you are never hearing from them for the rest of the time.
Yep.
If you just say that you're there for them, you love them. If they ever go on vacation, don't say anything weird. Or if they escape, just say when you go on vacation or when you get a chance to go on leave and you want to stay with us, you can stay with us for weeks or months as long as you want. As long as they know that, then that's a place that they can go to when things get crazy. Because of all this SPTV stuff and all the lawsuits and all that stuff, David Miscavige seems to get a little bit more cranky. And when he gets cranky, people start escaping and people start freaking out because he pushes the heat and the pressure goes on. And that's when these people pop. So if you got somebody in there, just let them know that they can go to you if they need to.
And one way that you can bring it up to them that won't make them have to report the fact that you said it to them is if you go something like, hey, look, I understand that there's no like retirement plan in the Sea Org. So when you're ready to retire, you'll always be welcome here. And they won't have to report that because that's not critical of Scientology. If you say, hey, if you ever want to escape, you can come to my place, they might know that they can always go to you, but they might have to report that you said that to them.
True.
Right.
But if you say, look, I know that there's no retirement plan, so you're always, they won't necessarily have to report that you said that because it's not antagonistic. It's you know what I mean? So anyhow, just some ideas.
All you have to do is plant a seed. Look who said that.
Oh,
Yes.
Amy.
Amy. Hello.
Thank you, Amy.
Amy.
Yes.
There you go. She's wearing. I would show you the blown. Show everybody the blown for good socks that you sent me, Amy, for my birthday or for Christmas, but I don't have them on right now. Sorry.
And he can't lift his foot that high anyway.
That's true. Yeah, I would cramp up real bad if I had to move my legs in any unnormal position.
Okay, let's see. Kathy Knight. I live in Clearwater. When I see a Sea Org member, I feel bad that I just walk by them knowing they may be abused. Anything I can quickly say that might have an impact? No, not really. No.
Not a stranger.
Not a stranger. Yeah, they're not going to listen to no matter what you say. They're programmed to ignore.
That's right. So, guys, we have reached the 2-hour mark where it's time to do our last giveaway and then wrap it up for the evening.
Nice. All right. So I'm doing a countdown, right?
Let's get the live chat burning up.
Yeah, you got to
one
tell
more
people.
time.
What is
We are
it?
giving away a signed copy of Marc's book, Blown for Good, Behind the Iron Curtain of Scientology, on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Aaron, you're going to have to...
Well, just say it. Any one of us could do it.
Okay.
Well, no, you can't. It won't let her click it still?
No, it doesn't let me click it.
Just say... You want me to pick one and you read it?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay, here we go.
Stop milking it.
Do. All right.
PDD.
You win the signed paperback book. Shoot me an email, claire@blownforgood.com, and with your address, and I will get that shipped out to you. And for everyone else, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here.
Okay, so yeah, we are going to let's hide that comment.
Yeah,
and that's it. I mean, this was hugely successful experiment. So
I think so. Just gonna put this there.
Seems that way.
Yeah.
I got no juice.
Except for my microphone.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's
and now
okay.
it's working.
I know.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. See?
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us. We're going to be sticking with this model since it seems to have worked. And we'll talk to you all soon. Have a great evening.
Thanks everyone.
Guys.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
If you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not,